Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a hump day. I love a good hump day, if you know what I'm saying. And we're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff. You know, we have a little World Series game today. Thank you, Yankees. No, not thank you, Yankees. Thank you, Anthony frickin' Volpe, baby. Now, I was cursing him early in the game because, you know, I had the Yankees, baby. And then I was dancing, and I'm going to tell you why. Anthony Volpe extended the series for the Yankees. Freddie Freeman, though, by the way, his fourth straight homer in 4 straight games.
That's 6 in a row, consecutive World Series.
I'm talking about in one. It is. No, you're 100% right.
Oh, you're talking about right now in the interim.
I got so many damn crazy Freddie Freeman stats today. It's going to blow your rate. 6 straight World Series games going back to
2021 versus the Houston Astros, in which that same record was started by George Springer, in which he broke it, brother.
Hell yeah, man. My boy Darian Newsom is always on point. Also sounds like the Godfather. Sounded like a lot better than me today. If you can't tell, I'm on the struggle bus still. Not because I've been hungover, because I don't have any, like my nose is so stopped up that if you gave me a Tony Montana amount of yayo, I couldn't get it up my nostrils. Like if I walked in and a skunk sprayed around here, I wouldn't be able to smell it.
I'm pretty sure you have some wise listeners. Would you like some home remedies? Would you like for them to send you in home remedies?
Sure. You got some home remedies? Plus, I got a little bit of a chest cold. Like, I've been coughing like it's crazy. And if you can hear, I got a lozenge?
Oh.
No, it's Ricola.
Clear Johnny up, 901-360-8255. How about them apples? Little home remedies.
I feel like if I would have done my olive oil, lemon cheese,
that shot
and the cayenne pepper that I do every morning, then I'd probably actually feel better. But, man, when you can't breathe, it's hard to get that joint down. You know what I'm saying? Hard to get that joint down. But we got World Series. We had a little college football last night. We got NFL to touch on. We've got it all, plus Hardwood, because it just feels so good. We're going to talk about quarterbacks and how the National Football League has a small problem. We're not developing them. I got this, I got that, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. But right now, I want to do a little house cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Talk about something that's not sports. Kind of loosely has something to do with sports, but I think is extremely important. You know my new buddy, Gates Mims.
Yes, sir.
He is an amazing young man. If you didn't hear the interview last Friday from 11 to 11:30, he was awesome. He has leukemia. He's being seen at St. Jude. Terrible, terrible, terrible situation that his family has found themselves in, that he has found themselves in. But somehow this young man, which they call Gator, has still kept the most positive attitude. He says he's going to kick cancer's ass, and I believe that. And his sister is a perfect match, 10 out of 10 for him. So we got a lot of great news about Gator. Not only do we have great news about Gator, in fact, I got a text from my buddy Coach Bennett the other day. He said Gator's biopsy came back today, and guess what? All that radiation and all that stuff that he's been going through and all that just beat down he's been taking, it finally came back. Guess what? No cancer, scar tissue. Now his sister has been given the clear. She's going to be the donor. She's clear. On November 15th, it's going down. On November 8th, he's going in to take one of the most hardcore radiation treatments you can ever imagine. And we're just hoping and praying this young man comes out on the other side in the new year, and I get him back on this show and talk about him, and he can get back to Houston High School, which has shown so much support and so much love. Now, I know y'all, most of my listeners don't go to Houston because, you know, I'm on in the middle class. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that if you want to help out as well and do something kind and awesome, today is October 30th from 6 to 9 at the commissary. It's $20 a person. It's a barbecue buffet. Kids 10 and under is only $10. There's going to be live music from Jerry Finney. And 25% of the revenue is going to go to Gates, Gator Mims, Gator Strong, to help them, to help their family through this very difficult time. So this is something that I think is awesome. I love this kid. I have a F cancer in Morse code on my left wrist that I got from Gator and his family. I'm wearing that proudly.
Makes two of us, buddy.
We both got that bad boy. There's nothing like. By the way, I thought it was Braille.
No,
But
it's
it didn't
Morse
have any
code.
bumps. It didn't have any bumps. I know. I now know
Yeah.
because when I showed it to somebody and said, "This is F cancer in Braille," he looked at me and he goes, "Nah, bro, that's Morse code." And I'm like, "Well, how the hell do you know?"
Yeah, well, I have a house like that too. Everyone was like, the wife was like, "What does that say?" I'm like, "You're not smart. Get away from me. You don't know Morse code."
So we are definitely going to say F cancer and all that good stuff, but also wanted to bring up something that happened last night. Did you see when everybody in Yankee Stadium stood up for basically I stand up for, and then somebody's name, like my dad, Gates, the whole stadium, every baseball player stood up to cancer, stand up to cancer. Cancer sucks. Let's eradicate this bad boy. And again, we're just also so blessed that Gates lives here and he's right here with St. Jude. They're going to take good damn care of him. I can tell you that. Now, again, Gates, Gator, 6-9, commissary, $20. Eat like a maniac, listen to some music, and do a great cause. Help him out and help out his family. Now we got to get to this World Series real quick. Woohoo! I'm grateful that we have a Game 5.
So am I.
A sweep would have been absolutely terrible. And tonight, we got Garrett Cole, we have Jack Flaherty, and it's going to be, I think, something epic. Right now, Dodgers minus 150. Dodgers plus 125. The Yankees minus the 150. And I will go back. This series, in all reality, should be tied 2 games apiece. My man Aaron Boone made I think, an absolute idiotic decision throughout Game 1. And remember, Game 1, the Yankees got their first lead in the 10th inning up 3-2. And also, by the way, in game number, and how crazy is that? Did you know that last night, the 3rd inning was the first time the Yankees had the lead since the 10th inning in Game 1?
Losers.
So they did terrible, but Aaron Boone absolutely made me crazy. And again, this is what I'm going to tell you. Analytics sometimes in football goes awry. Analytics in baseball has gotten insane. Garrett Cole was freaking dealing. 6 innings, gave up 1 run, 4 Ks, no walks. 88 pitches, they yanked him. That put more pressure than they bring in Holmes. They threw him for 2 1/3. For 2/3 of an inning. He threw 5 pitches. Then they brought in Tommy Canale. He threw 8 pitches. Then they brought in their closer, Luke Weaver, early. And guess what he did? 19 pitches. Why did you take Luke Weaver out in Game 1? Why did you have to burn up Clay Holmes and Tommy Canale early in that game? Why after 19 pitches did you take out Weaver? Why after 14 did you take out Cousins? Because why in the hell in Game 1 would you bring a starter in Nestor Cortez? 2 pitches, Freddie Freeman yard, grand slam, game over. Yankees should have got Game 1. But Boone got too damn cute. And at the last 29 World Series, Game 1 winner has won 22 of the World Series. Still looking good for the Dodgers, but maybe the Yankees can start something because last night, it was all about Anthony Volpe. There's so many great stories about this young kid. Did you know that he was like a 7-year-old kid at the Yankee parade with his little Yankee hat on, meeting all the, when Derek Jeter and all them boys won the World Series? He was there. Did you see the picture of him last night when he was just a little young feller?
Oh, look at him all in the stands and whatnot.
Up in the stands with his little hat on and his whole family. Yankee fan his whole life. And he goes in last night. And he's been scuffling a little bit. Everything hadn't been great, you would say. He has been playing a mean shortstop.
I give him a little credit for Game 3 as well, because if you recall, he was the one who homered and split the game in half when it was 4-2. That gave us some hope when Gleyber Torres got to bat and just kind of wet the bed and didn't get the top of the order around. But he was actually the man before the man that could have started that run. So I give him a little credit for 2 homers in back-to-back games.
Man, that is a true statement. But let me tell you something. What Volpe did last night after he had a very, very pathetic second inning, okay, y'all? He's on second base. Wells jacks one off the dead center field wall. Volpe scores easy, correct? No, he only got to third. Terrible base running mistake. Wells would have been on third base. The ground ball to right field would have tied the game up 2-2. My man is not feeling like $1 million, if you know what I'm saying. Dodgers scored 2 runs in the first inning. Why? Because Freddie Freeman hit his 4th damn home run. Hit a home run in the first inning of game number 3. Hit a grand slam in game 1. Hit a bomb in game 2. And then again, game 4, first inning, bing, bang, boom. Yankees found themselves down 2-0.
That could have been a great parlay, John, too.
Oh, my
homers,
gosh.
if you could have played. I don't know if you could have in consecutive games, but if you could have laid down some scratch on that for 4 straight games.
Oh, you'd be banking.
Oh, you'd be banking.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, Freddie Freeman now has the most RBI in a single World Series in LA Dodger history. Did you know that?
Wow. So, Hall of Fame Johnny, quick question. Is he a Dodger when he puts on the Hall of Fame cap, or is he a Brave?
He's got a ring with the Braves.
Uh-huh.
He's got to get a ring with the Dodgers. I still think he goes back to Braves. But if things go really well and they win like 2 in a row, 3 in a row.
So, one doesn't cut it. One, he's still a Brave.
Man, no. You know what? It's his decision, man. You
That's
know,
a Hall of Fame Johnny. What you
Alex Anthopoulos could have paid him instead of bringing on Matt Olson.
think? Could have.
You know what? He can do whatever the hell he wants.
They ushered him out the door.
Like, I don't know if you know this. When I got divorced, I know one thing. I ain't going to be married next to my ex-wife, so maybe he should go down as a Dodger. Because I'm telling you right now, ain't no way
Great.
you laying me to rest next to my ex-wife.
Great in that. And in this case, the Braves are the ex-wife. So, correct.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, the ex-wife's the one that left. Doesn't matter if you did anything wrong.
And she's kind of not hot anymore, right? The Braves.
Everybody and their grandmother was injured. But, man, he passed Duke Snyder, Gil Hodges. He's got 9 RBI in a single World Series for the Dodgers. And guess what? We got Game 5 tonight. And I think we're going to get a Game 6, and this thing's going to go back to L.A. because I believe that Garrett Cole is going to do his thing. But back to Anthony Volpe. Terrible base running mistake in the second inning. Terrible. Comes up again in the third inning. 2 outs, bases loaded. What does Volpe do? He grannies that up. Hits a grand slam. And I mean, I think it was John Smoltz. Nobody right now wants to put a ball in a gap and clear these bases more than Anthony Volpe after that just horrendous base running error. Next pitch. No, he didn't put it in the gap, baby. He put it over the left field fence. Grand slam. First grand slam for the Yankees since 1988. Game 1, and I'm talking about in the World Series. First grand slam in a World Series since 98, my bad. Did I say 88? This is damn cold, man. But yeah, in 88, game 1, it was, by the way, Tino Martinez that did that. And he jacked that ball off of Daniel Hudson, again, who I like very much. Nice guy. But, dude, he jacked that junt. And then not only did he give them 4 runs in the third inning and put the Dodgers up 5-2, first lead since the 10th inning of game 1. In the 8th inning. Did you see the 8th inning?
No, I was out on that one.
My man sold a foul tip that he didn't tip. With 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He swings. Very funny looking swing. Got very, very close to the ball, but the catcher didn't make it and immediately turned around and sold the fact that he foul tipped it. He did not foul tip it.
But isn't that what they teach you?
Hell yeah, it is.
But
and guess what he did, though? Very next pitch. My man hits a ball down the left field line. Teoscar Hernandez is not that fast and fleet of foot. And he digs out a double. And the only reason he was safe is because he knocked the ball out of Gavin Lux's hand in the glove. Now you got a man on second base. Then you get somebody else on first, and it was Wells again, who also homered in that game. And you know how Anthony Volpe, now there's 2 outs? There's 2 outs, man. Runners on first and second. Volpe and Wells still third and second base. Makes Will Smith look absolutely foolish. He had a base running error to a grand slam, had a couple great defensive plays last night, and then goes in and sells that he foul tipped a ball to hit it down the left field line, legs out a double, knocking the ball out of Gavin Lux's, and then has the cojones to steal third base. And you know what that did? Oh, and it was 1 out. That put so much pressure on Honeycutt because now you have 1 out, runners in second and third, and Honeycutt absolutely faltered. The Yankees went ham, and his play led to another 4 runs in the 8th inning. Anthony Volpe, son, you were getting it done. And I will say, 2 hits, 3 at-bats, 4 RBI, a home run, a walk, and a steal. And stellar glove at shortstop. Now, he's not Derek Jeter. He's a baby. He's 23 years old. But boy, what he showed up on the biggest stage at the World Series was awesome. And I just got to say, I am very, very impressed with what he did.
And so is Aaron Judge, who was just happy that the rest of the team came to the party.
Dude, he was stoked. He actually looked like for the first time, maybe he can now relax in the box.
Yeah, it looks like he can relax, release. He got a lot of help. I mean, 11 runs, that's how you do it when...
He finally got a hit, by the way.
Yes, he did. He did it. And you know, not only that, he got an RBI as well. So.
Oh, yeah, he did he got an RBI. I forgot about him getting an RBI.
Yep, so he's starting to touch the bags. He got
Clyber hit a 3-run job.
Which he should have did the night before, but, I blame him for that. Like, there's small parts in a game, especially a World Series baseball game, that just takes you back. And Gleyber Torres' at-bat was putrid to me. I mean, after the home run from Volpe, you get him up, and it's like he looked like he was deer in headlights. And, I mean, it should be 2-2, in my opinion. But,
I'm with you right there, man. Again, Aaron Boone lost game 1 because he went crazy. I can guarantee you this. Garrett Cole will throw at least 7 innings tonight. If Garrett Cole's on, which I think he's going to be on, he's going to go out there and I promise you, they're not going to pull him after 88 pitches. This is winner, man. This is win or die. You got to get to game 6. You got to get back to L.A. I think Yankees believe it. By the way, man, did you see my man, Mr. Dreamweaver?
Did you see him?
Man, he was dealing, wasn't he? He came in there and got 3 Ks, faced 4 batters, 3 of them he struck out. Only took him 21 pitches. My man was dealing. Yankees got a little bit of life.
They're going to have a lot more life after Flaherty tonight. They got Jack Flaherty on the bump against Garrett
Cardinal
Cole.
Fans know all about Jack.
Yeah, we do.
And they're not the biggest fans because of shrinkage. You know, shrinkage is terrible when you're on the big stage.
Absolutely, especially during October.
Mm-hmm.
And this man has a 6.10 ERA taking the mound, so,
Well, the Bronx Bombers, first 3 games, they had 7 runs in the first 3 games. Did you know that? They had only 5 extra base hits. They only led in the first 3 games that 10th inning. Last night, do you know how many runs they scored? 11 runs in game 4. First 3 games, they had 7 runs. They only had 5 extra base hits. Last night, dude, the Yankees, last night, they had at least, how many extra base hits do they had? They had Soto had a double, Volpe had a double, Wells had a double, Torres homered, Volpe homered, Wells homered. They had 6 extra base hits. In game number 4, they only had 4 extra base hits, 5 extra base hits for the first 3 games. Maybe those bats are coming to life. And I was listening to Gleyber Torres last night on a little MLB network when they're giving all the love, talking to the players. And he basically said, we were pressing. We went out there today and said, hey, man, you don't know if you're ever going to get back to the World Series. We got to force another game. Let's just go out here, have fun, and see where the cards take us. Going to be a lot of pressure tonight. But the energy was absolutely crazy last night. And during Hardwood, we will be talking about the most obscene fan interference play I've ever seen in a World Series in my life. It was
Those guys.
those guys.
Those guys.
My boy, my double chin beer drinking New York Yankee guy. He went a little ham, didn't he?
So get out of here. Some of that.
We're going to talk about that here in just a little second. But I did want to remind you one more time. Commissary Barbecue, $20, buffet style. Buffet. Who doesn't like a buffet? You know what I'm saying? You like a buffet?
Oh, absolutely.
I love a good buffet, especially a barbecue buffet, man. $20 a person, $10 for kids 10 and under. You got Jerry Finney. He's going to be playing live music. And again, 20% of the revenue for the whole day, 6 to 9, is going to go to Gates Gator Mims. Again, 6 to 9 barbecue buffet, live music. It's the commissary. So good, y'all slap y'all mama. Did you know they say that?
They slap their mamas?
Man, it's so good, you'll slap your mama. Now, I don't think it means literal because nobody ever don't you put your hands on your mama, you know what I'm saying? And nobody ever better put your hands on your mama, so they're going to find out. That's
quick.
where F around and find out came
That's where
from.
it derives from.
Now, everybody out there, Gates needs a little bit of love, but I do want to remind you, everyone needs protection. It doesn't matter if you're on the field or on the road. Make sure you got the best. Bob Simpson from State Farm Insurance can buckle you up with auto insurance, back you up with life and health insurance, cover your business, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing, and don't forget to insure your home. Doesn't matter if you're an owner or a renter. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call my buddy Bob Simpson today, 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. Or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, my buddy Bobby Simpson. Dustin Starr. Grizzlies game tonight. Dustin will be there. Grizzlies game tomorrow night. Dustin will be there. Mad Crazy Wrestling. Dustin is in charge and is always there. And he joins us next on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports.
Oh, we're back for just a little second. Did you hear that great commercial? A little technical difficulty. Sometimes some people, even in our building, forget that we are doing a live show.
I love singing, Johnny.
Like, why are you in my system? You stinky, dirty little yo. Get out. You know, all I right now want to say is move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
That's what the Grizzlies are going to do to the Brooklyn Nets tonight. You know what? While you're at...
By the way, you know I'm going to be courtside.
What? I'll be in the nosebleeds and you'll be courtside?
Yeah, man, it's not like they're my tickets, obviously, but a good buddy of mine, he's like, bro. And I was like, yo, what up, buddy? He's like, bro, you want to go sit courtside and watch the Grizzlies and the Nets? And I said, hell yeah.
But in all honesty...
You get free booze, free food.
Oh, when your feet touch
We're
the parquet?
sitting right next to the Grizzlies, their bench. Like right there, baby.
I think you should have a problem with this, though, John.
What I got a problem with?
Brooklyn Nets is a side piece game.
Man, Dennis Schroeder's there. Crazy Dennis Schroeder. I can yell crazy things at Ben Simmons and see if Dennis Schroeder wants to fight me.
I'd be more impressed at your friendship if your feet touching the court next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday? What's next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, Bronny James Jr. comes to town.
Oh, man, they won't let me on the court side with LeBron. If I even had those tickets, somehow he'd throw me out in the first quarter. I'd have my Michael Jordan jersey on. I'd be screaming, you ain't the best. Hit escape. Bam, look at me. I can do all the jobs. And one of the jobs I'm doing on the other side is interviewing Dustin 5-star. Man, I haven't called Dustin 5-star in a long time. That was like old. But Dustin Starr joins us next. And again, we got tons of NFL. We got to talk about a quarterback crisis. I got college football updates, baseball, funny stories, and bets. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It doesn't matter what time of year it is, it's always the right time to visit Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar. Bell Tavern is right off Deacon Alley, right at the very center of downtown, but Bell Tavern doesn't have the hurried atmosphere of a lot of places downtown. Bell Tavern is laid back, comfortable, and has hands down the coldest beer and best cocktails anywhere, not just downtown. We say it all the time. You could go to a chain bar if that's what you like, but once you visit Bell Tavern, you'll never go to a chain bar again.
I got him on the line right now, Marty McNade over at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. Hey, what's happening, dude?
I'm going back in time, Randy, with 0% for 60 months on all 2024 Tiguan's. When's the last time you've heard that?
It's been a while, Marty. Hey, what else you got?
I've got all Peak Edition Atlases at $5,000 off MSRP.
That's awesome. Every Peak Edition Atlas, 5,000 off MSRP.
Or take your pick from 2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta SE, $289 a month.
2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta SE, $289 a month. Great Scott McNade, you do got it going on at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown.
As for me, Marty McNade at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, and remember, your future is what you make of it.
Get out here and see us, 7420 Winchester Road, or shop online, GossipBWG.com.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback with hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-sized courts, 3 high school-sized courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis, now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis. Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. Did you know there are so many roofing companies in Memphis that I don't even know them all? So that begs the question, which one should you choose? So I thought I'd give you a little background about me. My grandfather was a World War II Marine. My father worked for the University of Memphis for nearly 30 years. My mother, a pianist at Raleigh Baptist Church. Seems like forever. I went to Brownsville Road, Craigmont, and Bartlett High School, class of 81. We support the local school systems, youth athletics, and believe in what St. Jude and Le Bonheur stand for. I'm a Tiger and Grizz fan. The point? Memphis is my home. Five Ash Roofing will be around if you ever have a problem with the service we provide. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical, with deep local ties in our community. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue, We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe in 2024. We can't wait to serve you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little hump day action here in the Mid-South. You know what I like to say on hump day?
What'd you say?
Everybody, you need to make sure you got protection. You know why? Because you live in the M-Town. Now, as much as I love Memphis, Maine, you know we got to wrap that joint. You know why?
Gotta wrap it up.
Dangerous in them streets out there. So be careful. One thing, though, I never feel like I'm afraid of anything when I got Dustin Starr around. When you're in the Grizzlies arena, you just feel better when you know Dustin Starr's up in that joint. He makes you laugh. He makes you smile. He makes you feel safe. Same thing with the Redbirds. Now, it's a little different with over Memphis wrestling because you never know what you're going to get from Dustin Starr, but he's tearing that up as well, first and foremost. Welcome in, Dustin Starr. Give me a little oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Johnny, all my favorite stuff is all happening at the same time. It's definitely a reason to go, oh, yeah. What's going on with you?
Man, just chilling like a villain, you know. I've been running like a wild man. You know, the months for me get so busy, it's not even funny. Ole Miss games, going to Knoxville this weekend. A little vacation, you know, for the Green kids, going to the Grizzlies game tonight. Hey, I'll be sitting courtside, man. Don't be looking at me all jealous.
Yeah. Oh, man, where are you going to be sitting?
Right next to the Grizzlies bench.
Nice.
On the, right there, the very far right corner, 3 seats under the basket, but right next to the bench. You know when everybody walks out?
I'll come snap it up. Yeah.
Snap it up. Come say what up. Dap me up, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin. Hey, Dustin, this is Darian. Quick question. I was there the other night and you guys had this barrel game where the guy was shooting the basketballs and he got to like the last one and couldn't do it. Please let Johnny do something embarrassing like that tonight. I will be there and I would love to see from afar him try to make some buckets. That's all. I
think where you're sitting, I think we do our pregame with Casamigos there where you're sitting. I think the one you're talking about is the old Dominic Hoopla.
Yes, he made the first 3. He just could, and he had like 25 seconds to hit the last one and he couldn't. So I would love to see Johnny do
some pretty cool games this year. I know that the Rendezvous 2-on-Q challenge is back. The last game, the Ribs knocked down the competitor and wouldn't let them back up. So it's like hardcore Rendezvous 2-on-Q challenge. And there's some new games too. So as like, if you go to several games a year, then you see some of the, I guess, greatest hits where we do the same games each year. They got some new games that we're debuting this year. So we're just kind of waiting, because it's still so early on. And this week we've got back-to-back. So tonight, and then tomorrow is our Halloween show, obviously, and we've got costumes, and there's no telling what Grizz is going to have up his sleeve. Halloween's always a fun one.
Yeah, everybody's going to get buck on Thursday as Milwaukee comes to town. You know what I'm saying, baby? But tonight we're going to be slapping on Ben Simmons and Dennis Schroeder. I'm going to be telling them all kinds of crazy stuff. But one more thing, back to the games. Hey, Darren, he's embarrassed me at the Redbirds games on multiple occasions.
Oh, has he?
Multiple occasions.
I think that was probably on Dollar Beer Night, wasn't it?
Yep.
You were already in trouble from the start.
I was a deep dive, and you knew he put me up. Man, my buddy Mitch Henderson roasted me up in that joint. It's terrible.
That's great.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. It should be a lot of fun. If you haven't gotten some of that new Grizzlies swag, man, you got to get some. The Vancouver throwback look is really cool, man. They got a lot of I think what I like about it most is it's mostly white, instead of being mostly teal. So it's like white with like a hint of teal, and there's even some red in there now. So like the new logo with a throwback has a little red in there, so you can wear some red sneakers or something with your outfit. Pretty cool. Gives you a couple little options there. You know what I mean?
Did you see what they're giving out on Thursday night? The shirt with Ja jumping from the thing all over, all like the graves and everything. I don't know if they're giving them out or if we have to buy them, but they're dope shirts. I got one for free. Thanks.
Oh, wow. Hey, now I got to look that up because I got to make sure I get one.
Man, if you're watching me on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, Twitch, sportsmemphis.com, I've been holding up the shirt. It is awesome, man. Ja's flying over
Pull
everybody.
it back a little bit, Johnny. I'm with the viewer. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Check this out. I've been troubleshooting. I'm doing episode 193 of Memphis Wrestling that drops this weekend, and I'm troubleshooting segment 1. If anybody out there that hears my voice and you work with Adobe Premiere, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
By the way, didn't you drop one yesterday?
Well, yeah, actually, the Grind City Media podcast, or Grind City Wrestling, it dropped yesterday. There was some big news out of Camp WWE, and they dropped this big press release, and we talked all about it. It's a new program called WWE ID, which is Independent Development. And so what WWE has done, similar to their NIL program, which is next in line, where they recruit college athletes out of school and all that good stuff, it's becoming very much like NFL or NBA, where WWE is looking at these guys and gals really early and trying to develop them right out of school or what have you. And so this one, WWE ID, is for independent wrestlers, which are my wrestlers who aren't affiliated or under a contract that's exclusive to anybody, that are trying to get to where, you know, the WWE is, but also not only for top prospects in wrestling, but the cool thing here is it includes wrestling schools. And, of course, the Memphis Wrestling Wrestle Center is a wrestling school.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, you know that you can learn with Dustin Starr, and then maybe you can be on the WWE.
Right. They have WWE ID locations already. They've made the announcement. So Seth Rollins has a school. Rikishi has a school. Cody Rhodes has a school. Booker T has a school. And then there's one other school that's not really necessarily affiliated with WWE, but now they are. So the thing that most of those schools have in common is you have a major wrestling superstar, a famous figurehead, Booker T, Cody Rhodes, Rikishi, you know, I mean, gosh. And so then what will happen is those WWE ID prospects will be able to work in the best places in the best schools. And so Memphis Wrestling will be a part of that in some capacity. So stay tuned. I say buy your ticket for November 17th. That's our next TV taping. And I'm going to tell you right now, Johnny, something is going to go down on Sunday, November 17th that has never, ever, ever happened in the history of Memphis Wrestling. It's going to be huge, and it's going to make national headlines.
Wait.
That's all I got to say.
You are floating a pretty big boat out there, brother. You better
I'm telling
live up.
It will definitely live up. It definitely will. So
You're
the thing
so
here,
confident
guys,
about this, man. I'm telling you, this is making me excited.
well, Vince McMahon historically did not like independent wrestling. And again, anybody that's out there that's listening, that's interested but doesn't really know a lot about wrestling, independent wrestling is the guys and gals who are trying to get to the next level. So they're trying to sign a contract. It's like a band that's unsigned. They can go do all the gigs and try to get their name out there and all that stuff. So the wrestlers come on our television program. A lot of people watch it, gives them exposure and all that good stuff. So everybody's trying to get that contract, right? And so what we have is a school and a television program. So we can essentially help with both. And so this is really, really exciting, man, because, you know, we've had WWE scouts at the Wrestle Center. We've had AEW, TNA Wrestling. I know WWE is probably coming back to Memphis here very soon. I know you love TNA, and if you watch the wrestling, it's really good too. But this is very cool, man. It's going to give opportunities to people that are kind of on the cusp of potentially making professional wrestling their career instead of a side job or gig that they're trying to get there, you know?
You know, I just saw, actually, because I'm on your Twitter page right now, at Dustin Starr with 2 R's. Triple H, man, he really did go in and talk some really kind words because, again, like you said, he now runs the WWE. Is he not the son-in-law to Vince McMahon? He ain't nothing like Vince McMahon, is he?
No. And let me finish that thought. So Vince hated the indies, all right? So independent wrestling he did not like. I have no idea why. It's unbelievable because that's where all the talent mostly comes from, is working the independents. Well, now that Vince McMahon is out of his position, he doesn't call the shots anymore at WWE, as crazy as that is. Triple H does. And Triple H, he got his start on independent wrestling. He didn't just walk right into WCW or WWE on his day one and sign a contract. That's usually not how it goes. So with Triple H being a big fan of the independent wrestling scene, by doing WWE ID for prospects and for schools and for companies like Memphis Wrestling, it really does make the ecosystem of independent wrestling stronger than ever. Stronger than ever, and I can't wait to see the opportunities that come out of it. And like I say, on November 17th, this is not used car salesman, this is not blowing smoke. November 17th, something's going down at the Wrestle Center, baby.
All right, man. Something's going down at the Wrestle Center. I can't wait. Your national headlines. Now, and I do know one thing. I know somebody's going to be there, a certain specific somebody's going to be there on November 17th. And that would be Butterbean.
Man, I need to hook you up with Butterbean. So when I get off here, I'm going to text you.
Are you sure
I need
he's
to
my
hook you up
type?
with him. Well, I mean, you like boxing, right? You like Butterbean.
I
You like
love
dudes that knock
boxing.
people out.
No,
I can only
no,
imagine
I
the
want to get him
stories.
on the show, so you help me out.
Hell yeah, I'll link you up. Butterbean's awesome, man. I don't know if I told you this or not, but like he's got a couple of different phone numbers.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to
he'll
go
give you
through
one
the
of 'em.
gatekeeper to get to the other gatekeeper to get to
it
him.
was-
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious. He was telling me that there are people that they try to book him and they want to talk to him. You know how you talk their head off about all the great things that you watched him do over the years. He's like, yeah, I can't be doing that, man. So anyway, yeah, Butterbean will be here for that on November 17th. And then also it's Milestone 200. So we will be filming episode 200 on November 17th.
Bro, I just
And
remember when you did a Hyundai.
Yeah, no, right? So every 50, we do what we call milestone. So this is milestone 200. And if you look back at the history of Memphis Wrestling, Power Pro Wrestling did not reach 200 episodes. I think the only rendition of Memphis Wrestling that has more is the classic USWA that we all loved so much over the years. You know, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Bill Dundee, all those guys, Dave Brown, Lance Russell, and all that. So they were in business quite a while longer. So, but as far as Memphis Wrestling is concerned, we are the second longest running episodic Memphis Wrestling television show in history. And so we're chasing after that number one in regards to having the number of episodes, which is kind of crazy, man.
The 17th of November is the 200th episode. It's the Butterbean episode. And it's also going to be something that basically gets national headlines.
Johnny, it's going to be huge.
Huge.
It's going to be huge.
Huge. It's huge.
Huge.
Bigger,
And I
better
plan to
than
add
everybody.
somebody. I plan to add another guest to this, too. And so we're confirming a couple of folks now. But and then also we'll have our 2025 dates coming up, too. And what I really like to do is let the fans know who's coming in advance. So, like, if you were to know January, February, March, who our feature attractions are going to be, it's like, oh, man, let me make plans to be there. So we're trying to make it really easy. And then, of course, the Grind City Rumble is coming up. That's one of my favorite events of the year. It's in December, and it airs in January.
Is that
and
the
then, of
last
course,
episode of this year, the Grind City Rumble?
It will. It'll be December 8th is when we film our last TV show of the year.
And then you get to just get ready and play Santa Claus, right?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to now. I love doing the TV tapings and everything, but just thinking about December 8th and not having another TV until January is like, oh, I can't wait for those couple of weeks so I can chillax for a second.
A little breathing room, man. You are busy.
Just a little.
Grizzlies, wrestling, your wife, your kids. And by the way, one of them is like brand spanking new.
I know.
How's
I
being
know.
a girl dad?
She's so soft. She's bald, so her head is so soft, too.
Just remember, I'm going to give you a little advice right now. Your little girl's going to be the sweetest thing in the entire world till she's 11. And then she won't love you till she's probably 14
Johnny
or
says
15.
that she'll be the sweetest girl until she reaches age 11. Then look out.
And then
Maria's
all they do
standing
is
here.
roll your eyes and look at you like you're crazy. But then
Oh,
about
man.
14, they come back to you and they're super, super sweet again. And then it's great.
Don't
But
worry,
for some
14
reason,
they come
11
back.
to 14 is like the
11 to
roughest
14
years
is
you will
tough.
ever have. So enjoy these 11 years. Knuckle down and bear it till she's 14, and then life is good again.
I bet.
It's,
Man.
it's wild.
Well, Sunday we had Tony Atlas in, And Tony Atlas has to be, he's Mr. USA, WWE Hall of Famer. He has to be the funniest guy that we've had there yet. He was so funny. He was singing in the VIP, like during VIP, he's just randomly singing. He was so great with the kids, and the guy is just hilarious. And I think he's in his 70s.
Damn.
And he's got arms bigger than the gun show. This dude is still jacked, man.
Well,
Incredible.
Darian just looked at his arms and kind of like went, "What the hell's wrong with me?"
No, I was actually didn't want to give him the bad news that age actually starts at 10. My 10-year-old asked me to take her to Turks and Caicos, and I'm like, what? So
wow.
It's not 11, Dustin, it's 10.
She knows what Turks and Caicos is?
I was about to say, man, you sent her to
Hey,
private
whatever.
school, son? I know she didn't learn that in public school.
Oh, she's in public school, but the internet is something else, y'all.
Oh, that's a good point. That is.
Hey, Turks and Caicos was a great trip. We went, and man, it was just.
Don't encourage her, Dustin. Don't encourage her.
It was great.
Now, by the way, not only do you have the 200th episode come up, aren't you going to do a little something at Ghost River again?
Yeah, so coming up on the 23rd of November, that's a Saturday night, 8 p.m. bell time. So we pushed the bell time back a little bit, so it would be later. So guys like you, Johnny, can come out and have some beverages and watch us kick some butt. So tickets are as low as $10 for that. If you get the VIP ticket, it comes with a lanyard, and the lanyard gets you $1 off beer all night long. Ghost River definitely has some great prices there, so it'd be worth it, depending on how much beer you're going to drink that night.
I mean, if I'm going to
But,
drink 10 beers, bro, I'm saving $5 in the long run.
Yeah, you're saving some money, man. And plus, you get the lanyard where you can use it as a keepsake and then get autographed on it. But it was a ton of fun the first time we did it. And so, yeah, we'll be back on the 23rd. And, you know, that's a Saturday night. It's one of the later nights. Bell time, 8 o'clock. You know, most of our shows are going to be during the day. Or, you know, a 7 o'clock bell time or something like that. So 8 p.m. bell time, Ghost River on Main Street. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets you can get for all the events at memphiswrestling.tv. Also, there's a Dave & Buster's watch party coming up. We don't have the watch party this weekend because WWE Crown Jewel comes on like really early in the morning because that's live from Saudi Arabia. So we're back for the next AEW pay-per-view.
Damn, they doing that thing in Saudi Arabia, not Dubai?
Yeah, they do. They do it once a year. It's called Crown Jewel. And the first couple of years they did it, man, the people were all over them about doing an event there. And what they've truly done, though, through this is now women can go out and perform.
I was going to say, I'm sure they were excited. Most of the time, you can't do anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't even allow the women's wrestling to take place. And so WWE's goal was to change that. And so now I think they've got like a 10-woman tag team match or a fatal 4-way tag team match or something. So they have the women prominently featured on the card. And I do know why there's a lot of hate with the Saudi Arabia thing, but they've made the card really strong. Like this card should probably actually be the Survivor Series card because you got the Bloodline versus Bloodline, Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. You got champion versus champion, so the women's champions will square off against each other, and then the men's champions will square off each other. So the card is very, very strong. So I would encourage people to watch it, even if you don't watch it live. You know, if you have WWE Network, you can kind of watch it at 7 o'clock p.m. if you'd like to. That's going down on Saturday.
All right, now I got to ask you one more thing before I let you go because I know you're busy. Maria's probably looking at you like, damn, is John going to talk to you all day? Come on.
You going to hold this baby or what?
Yeah, you going to hold this baby? Please, please, please. My arms are hurting.
You've got a game tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. Remember? Courtside.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
That's what she said. I'm saying this is Maria.
Oh.
You got a game tonight. You going to hold this baby or what?
The Brooklyn Nets, though. Like, if you want to, Dennis Schroeder, Ben Simmons. Remember, did you see Dennis Schroeder going crazy on Fan after he said Ben Simmons is just terrible?
I am missing all the drama. This sounds like a wrestling storyline.
Oh, it felt like a wrestling storyline. I was wondering if you need me to go heel tonight. You know, that's one of the things I can do. I'll be all up in Ben Simmons and Dennis Schroeder's business.
I'm sure Grizz would love nothing more than to give you a diamond cutter on the court tonight. So you better watch out.
All right, I'm going to behave. Do me a favor, everybody. Make sure you check out everything Dustin's doing. He's doing a million wonderful things out there. He'll be tonight down at the FedEx Forum doing a little Grizzlies action against the Net. He'll be there tomorrow because they're getting buck on Halloween as the Bucks come to town. On the 17th, you got your 200 milestone with Butterbean, Ghost River on the 23rd, Dave and Buster's on the 23rd. And again, don't forget, Grind City Rumble, December 8th is the last TV taping of the year. But they do have also one on November 30th. Who you got on the 30th?
So the 30th is our training class. So our
nice.
current
The
training
Stars
class
of
is ready
Tomorrow, baby.
Yeah, they're about to have their first matches, so that's a lot of fun. That show is actually halfway sold out so far, so I think that one will definitely sell out, where you can see the Stars of Tomorrow first. But also a big feature main event is Jonathan Gresham, who's a TNA wrestling star and then also one of the trainers at the Wrestle Center. He's going one-on-one with one of our top prospects, Tim Bosby. So that'll be the big main event there. But the whole point of the Stars of Tomorrow is to introduce to the audience some of the brand new talent that came through the Wrestle Center and that will start appearing on television.
Damn, that's awesome, Justin. That is
Like
awesome.
a rookie show.
That is. It's like the rookie all-star game.
Yeah, absolutely.
NBA rookie all-star game. Now, do me a favor. Tell everybody where they can consume all your media, find your podcast, find your episodes, and find you.
It is easy. Go to MemphisWrestling.tv. I'm at Dustin Starr. You can see it all on social media. Also, if you just go to YouTube or go on the internet and type in Memphis Wrestling, we come up at the top there. I would encourage you guys to go and check out the latest Grind City Media. It's a Grind City Wrestling podcast on YouTube where Devin and I kind of get into detail. Devin had some really good questions about the WWE ID. Is it a good thing for independent wrestling? Is it a bad thing for independent wrestling? You know, why were those schools selected and how does that affect Memphis Wrestling? And we talked about it a little bit here, but I think we go into a little bit more detail in the podcast, and you can find that on the Grind City Media channel. But I appreciate it, Johnny. I will see you tonight. I think it sounds like where you're sitting is going to be right next to me when we're doing the pregame.
Exactly, sir. I'll see you tonight, man. Give Maria a big hug for me. Tell those kids you love them, and make sure tomorrow you dress them up and bring them down to the Grindhouse for everybody getting buck on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Johnny.
That's Dustin 5-Star. He is the man, the myth, the living legend. We're late for a break. Don't forget, we got to talk World Series. We got to talk a little NFL action. Got a problem with quarterback development. We're going to talk about that and so much more on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 95 FM.
It doesn't matter what time of year it is, it's always the right time to visit Bell Tavern, Memphis's perfect downtown neighborhood bar. Bell Tavern is right off Deacon Alley, right at the very center of downtown, but Bell Tavern doesn't have the hurried atmosphere of a lot of places downtown. Bell Tavern is laid back, comfortable, and has hands down the coldest beer and best cocktails anywhere, not just downtown. We say it all the time. You could go to a chain bar if that's what you like, but once you visit Bell Tavern, you'll never go to a chain bar again.
I got him on the line right now, Marty McNade over at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. Hey, what's happening, dude?
I'm going back in time, Randy, with 0% for 60 months on all 2024 Tiguan's. When's the last time you've heard that?
It's been a while, Marty. Hey, what else you got?
I've got all Peak Edition Atlases at $5,000 off MSRP.
That's awesome. Every Peak Edition Atlas, $5,000 off MSRP.
Or take your pick from 2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta SE, $289 a month.
2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta SE, $289 a month. Great Scott McNate, you do got it going on at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown.
As for me, Marty McNade at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, and remember, your future is what you make of it.
Get out here and see us, 7420 Winchester Road, or shop online, GossipVWG.com.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. An easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone, call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses, guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. We're going to talk a little NFL and some college football. We got to do a little look ahead. It's Wednesday, baby. We got NFL action tomorrow. Texans and the Jets. The Jets, Jets. Watching that train wreck is amazing. Only teams they beat this year are the Patriots, who avenged their loss, and the Titans, who are terrible. The Titans might be good in the USFL. They might be. Do you think they could give the Showboats a run for their money?
He hate me. USFL. They may.
I'm telling you, I think they have a chance. But we also, again,
have a Hall of Fame quarterback, though.
We have an NFL quarterback development problem. Anthony Richardson, 22, has been benched.
As he should be for good.
Bryce Young, 23, benched.
He needs another chance.
Trey Lance, 24, been benched so damn long it ain't even funny.
He's a wide receiver.
Forget that he was so young. Justin Fields, 25, benched. Will Levis, 25, benched. Zach Wilson, 25, benched. Mac Daddy Jones, who looks more like Melba Toast than a Mac, 26, benched. Kenny Pickett, 26, benched. I mean, they're bringing in the peeps, man. Joe Flacco's starting this week. Did you hear that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Happened during our show yesterday. Joe Flacco taking that thing over. My man was retired.
Now he has 8 straight games with 2 touchdowns.
8 straight games with 2 touchdowns. And I just want to also say the 2023 draft class that all those dudes went up early, other than C.J. Stroud, everybody else sucks. Bryce Young, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, and Hendon Hooker ain't done junts. Sports on the other side on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Your house, your office building? Impossible! Not call Wilson's Pro Wash. Your house, fence, driveway, warehouse, store, hotel, even cars and trucks can all be squeaky clean and beautiful after pressure washing by Wilson's Pro Wash. Wilson's specializes in cleaning all hard surfaces: concrete, stone, brick, and mortar, even wood and vinyl siding. Then Wilson's can seal their surfaces so they stay looking brand new. Call Wilson's Pro Wash, 901-524-6799, or online at wilsonsprowash.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe in 2024. We can't wait to serve you.
I've got him on the line, Jason, the main man marshal at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike. Hey, give me the lowdown, Jason.
Here's what's really low down. Interest rates. All 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan's now 0% for 60 months.
0% for 60 months available on every 2024 Tiguan. That's awesome. What else you got?
Randy, all peak condition Atlas is now $5,000 off MSRP.
A whopping $5,000 off MSRP on all peak edition Atlases. Hey, what else you got?
Right now, take your pick for 2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta SE, $289 a month.
Taos SE or Jetta SE, $289 a month. Wow, Jason, the main man Marshall, you got it going on.
And remember, at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike, no reasonable offer will be refused.
That's Gossett Volkswagen 1875 Covington Pike. Online, GossettDWMemphis.com.
Where we're charging forward and charging less every day.
WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Man, we've had a busy show, man. I'm fired up because, again, we've been talking a little World Series action. We talked about, like, the grand salami from Anthony Volpe off Daniel Hudson in Game 4. Third inning. Booyah! 2 outs. Booyah! Shoot, and again.
Don't forget if you brought up all your hatred for young quarterbacks just a minute.
And I brought up my not hatred for young quarterbacks.
For young quarterbacks.
I'm bringing, and we're about to get to that just in a minute. I'm going to explain to you a little bit of what
Your
I'm trying
discourse.
to talk about. My discourse.
Yeah.
You know, we'll figure this out. But I got to bring up one more time again. Freddie Freeman, my man, has through the first 4 World Series, 4 home runs. Going back to the last time he was in the World Series, it's now 6 straight freaking games for Freddie Freeman. Dude is an absolute stud. And at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, where life's too short for ordinary jewelry, we've been singing Freddie Freeman's praises and much deserve. Didn't want to remind you, Anthony Volpe is the first player in Major League Baseball history to score 3 runs, steal 2 bases, and hit a granny in a World Series game.
Did he really hit a granny?
Volpe?
How old was she?
Oh, no. Grand
Okay, there we go. we don't hit moms, but we hit grannies?
No, we don't touch our grannies.
Okay,
Man,
John.
Let's just be real.
I'm listening to you.
Grannies raise kids more. Granny and granddads raise kids more than moms and dads.
Pretty
Most
much
of
right.
the time.
Especially in the
Because,
901.
well, at least, I mean, I'm speaking from my experience. My parents worked. They're young. When you have kids young, I worked. I had young kids. Man, thank God for my mom. And then when my mom was around, thank God for me, Ma, her mom. Because she took care of my crazy little ass.
Gave you snacks and stuff, too.
Mm-hmm. And was always sweet.
So grand slams all the way around.
Grand slams all the way, and we love grannies, and we love mothers, and we just love women on this show, number one. Nobody fights for women more than I do, I can promise you.
Women Wednesday, did you know that?
It is
Women Crush Wednesday for the most part.
Women Crush Wednesday. Ooh, send in your crushes, 901-360-8255. When it comes to the world of golf, you know, I got Paige Spreenak out there. Trying to think, actually, off the head, other than Paige. There's a lot of them, but there's this lady named Buddy Madison. I think that was pretty interesting. But anyway.
I got one.
Back to a little bit of sports. So, we talked a little bit about the World Series, but right now we needed to switch gears and talk a little bit about the National Football League. Steve Young sat behind Joe Montana.
Yes, he did.
Rich Gannon sat behind everybody and their damn grandmother.
A lot of people.
Before he got his opportunity late in his career. Playing quarterback is the most difficult position in sports, period. It is the most difficult position in sports, period. And yet we're giving up on kids with talent because we're not developing them. We're throwing them into the fire immediately. Do you remember Pat Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith?
Former San Francisco quarterback. Yes, sir.
And the dude who had the most gruesome leg injury I've ever seen.
Yes.
I mean, it made Joe Theismann look like a cakewalk. By the way, shout out, what up, Joe? You know Joe's in Memphis, right?
Yes, I hear he lives in Memphis.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice, sweet wife as well. Good people. But his leg from Lawrence Taylor, when he broke it, didn't look like Alex Smith's. But again, Pat Mahomes sat. Look at Pat Mahomes. Sometimes being thrown to the fire. Peyton Manning was thrown to the fire and was terrible his rookie year. But you know what the Colts didn't do? They didn't give up on him. And we're giving up on these quarterbacks too fast, and we're also injecting them. Look, C.J. Stroud looked great last year. He still looks great. Some are built for it, but some are a little bit slower develop. They develop a little slower than others. I mean, you're going from a college concept, the speed of a college football game, which is, yes, very fast, but it ain't got jack on the National Football League. The defenses, like the way that these defensive coordinators scheme and the way that they hide their man coverage or cover 2 or cover 3 and the way they bring pressure from one side to the other and the way they shift around, like there is a whole lot of information that you have to process in a very short damn period of time. And again, you have like 3 seconds on a good play to literally read the defense, find the right guy, and deliver a catchable ball. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to develop. And again, I go back to Rich Gannon. What was he, like 32 before he even got his first start?
That was close though. Yeah, he was up there.
He was up there. Kurt Warner was bagging groceries
before his Super Bowl
He
run.
went to the Arena League. He was back up to Trent Green. And then he got lucky. Because if Trent Green didn't get injured, would we know Kirk Cousins?
Oh, wow. I mean, now that you bring that up, how about Tom Brady? He was sitting on the
Tom
bench.
Brady
The
was
GOAT,
a late round pick.
Sitting behind Drew
The
Bledsoe.
largest NFL quarterback, the largest contract in NFL history, the Patriots just gave to Drew Bledsoe. Mo Lewis broke Mo Lewis
got him.
almost killed Drew Bledsoe.
New York Jets.
Hit him so hard, I think his heart stopped for real, dude. I know his sternum was cracked. It was one of the most vicious hits I've ever seen. And Drew did nothing to protect himself running out over there to that sideline. He just took that joint. And then guess what happened? Tom Brady.
The GOAT was born.
And Tom Brady wasn't the GOAT his
Not then.
first year.
Sir.
They played defense, ran the football, and asked him to make a few plays. And you know what? He made the big few plays that he needed to in the big moment. He also got lucky with the tuck rule against the Raiders. Tom Brady got his opportunity, and he took advantage of it. But he came in and he sat. Again, Joe Montana was a stud. But they still went out there and got Steve Young at the right time because they wanted him to sit and learn how to play from Joe Montana. So when Joe retired, or actually not retired, but went to the Kansas City Chiefs, they had the little lefty who could run around and throw the ball to Jerry Rice all day long. And they moved on and got another Super Bowl ring.
You're going to make me cry.
You know? Oh, yeah, you're a 49er fan.
George Seifert's my coach.
Oh, yeah, George.
coach.
Fire glasses, white hair. Love little George.
But I got 2 modern dayers for you. How about Geno Smith and Sam Darnold?
Geno Smith was thrown out there at the very beginning as a New York Jet. He was supposed to be starting. He was a very young, by the way, immature kid. I don't know if you realize when you're 22, 23, 24, man, all the way up until I was 32, I was the most immature person in the world. And right now at 46, I don't know how mature I really am. Some people are late bloomers. I'm hoping by 50.
You make me feel better about claiming late blooming the maturity deal.
It is, again, it's people grow up at different times. I mean, everybody knows the young kid who was the greatest thing since sliced bread when he's 16 years old, and then he doesn't grow anymore. Or you know the kid that come out. David Nugent played high school football. Do you know who David Nugent is? He is a Super Bowl winner with the New England Patriots, went to Houston High School. He's now a principal here, I think at ECS. Damn it, I can't remember what school. But he's a really great guy. David Nugent was the nicest guy I went to high school with. He was bigger than everybody else. but he didn't want to hurt anybody. He didn't have a mean streak in him. Do you know what I'm saying? It took 3 years of us picking on him hardcore
for it to come out.
And his senior year, it came out like a vengeance because he said, damn it, I'm tired. I'm going to go out and hit somebody. And he went out there and started smoking fools. Did not play as the biggest kid on the team for like 3 years because he didn't have that mean streak in him. And by the way, he's still the nicest guy in the world. But he learned to understand that when you get on a football field, you know what? Hurt. Sometimes people get hurt, man. You got to go out there and do your best, protect yourself, and make sure you make the play. He went on to play at Purdue. He starred at Purdue. Poor David. The Purdue Boilermakers are terrible right now. They could use you. But then he goes on and plays in the New England Patriots, becomes an NFL football player, has Super Bowl rings. And let me just tell you something. At 17 years old, if you would have told me he was going to be in the NFL, I would have said, you need to stop freebasing cocaine. Stop it.
Just stop it.
But guess what? Late bloomer.
Yeah.
And my man is now a Super Bowl champ. So what I'm trying to say is like some quarterbacks, Tua Tagovailoa, they almost got rid of him. Brian Flores was done. If Mike McDaniels doesn't come down there, let me tell you something. Tua might not have ever gotten that big contract or all the concussions because they were going to move off of him. Flores was done. It happens. Why is it that teams that spend so few dollars compared to what they used to spend? Do you remember Sam Bradford got a guaranteed $50 million?
Oh, absolutely.
And was injured the whole time?
Yep, and right before him, Jamarcus Russell.
Now we have a complete different
scale. Yeah, their structure is different.
It's structured different. It is easy for you to bring somebody on.
And plus, it keeps the veterans happy, right,
for
John?
2, 3, or 4 years, and it does keep the vets on because you ain't paying the kid.
You ain't paying the kid.
Like Johnny Manziel coming out of college was the hottest thing since sliced bread. If you would have given that dude $50 million, he might be dead. My man was snorting, smoking, shooting, drinking, stabbing, horizontal mamboing his way halfway across the country. Some develop, some don't. But damn it, why is the National Football League not into developing their players? Andy Reid does it. I feel like do you remember Jordan Love?
Absolutely.
Sat 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers. Do you remember Aaron Rodgers?
Absolutely.
Sat, 4 years behind Brett Favre?
Absolutely.
That's kind of interesting. Brett Favre, by the way, the first 3 seasons he was in the NFL was
in
terrible.
Atlanta.
Down in hot Atlanta, getting drunk every night, not doing jack, immature.
And he was a backup.
And he was. And Mike Holmgren got a hold of this gunslinger, and guess what he did? He taught him the game. They developed him. And look at him now. The only bad thing he does is steal welfare checks from, the poor people from Mississippi. But damn, he was a good football player, wasn't he?
And he wore Wranglers.
Is he the Wrangler guy? Oh, yeah, he did the commercials.
Yeah, he wore Wranglers.
Hey, man, speaking of Wranglers, Frontier Western Stores got a whole lot of them, man. They got not just Wranglers, they got Ariat, BK, all the way through to the Wranglers. They also have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth, baby. Western boots, work boots, dress boots, galoshes, hey dude shoes, Uggs. They got hats, they got shirts, they got skirts because they got a ladies' boutique. They got a kids' department, man. They got you covered from head to toe. They'll have you styling and profiling. Go to 5880 Goodman Road. It's in Olive Branch. Or you can always shop online at FrontierWesternStore.com. You know I love the OB, homie. You live in the OB. You better make sure that you be looking fly from Frontier Western Store, Darren. You understand me?
Yeah, I need some boots.
All right, man.
It's almost
I need some
winter
boots,
time,
bro. I do. Every time I go to Ole Miss and stuff, except for, man, I've never worn boots.
I didn't want to get teased on there. I don't wear boots either.
I got a lot of friends that wear
I
them
need
all the damn
boots
time.
all the time, and it
They wear
doesn't
them like
matter.
every damn
Yes,
day.
in suits, work clothes, it doesn't matter. I see boots.
And I will tell you one thing: there's nothing cuter than a girl in a nice little skirt down in Oxford with the little white boots on. You can get those white boots at Frontier Western Store. And don't forget, you can shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. They ship their order out within 24 hours. And any order of $75 or more is shipped absolutely free. Bing, bang, boom. Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. Again, we do have that problem with developing quarterbacks, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
But you know why, John? I mean, you're on to a story that's, I guess, boils over on a bigger scale. It's about job security. Nobody has the security from a head coaching standpoint to give that quarterback the benefit of 3-4 years, like an Andy
Kirk
Reid.
Cousins, by the way, sat behind RG3.
You know what? He did.
I mean, and just
He
look
did.
around it. Like Kirk Cousins is going to be comeback player of the year.
Yeah, but it's about job security. No coach is safe besides the Andy Reids.
And
of the
you know
world.
what? That is a absolutely great point that I did
I gotta
not
put you
even
out there. I
think
gotta put you
about.
out there. I gotta put you out there.
I got to put you out there, and maybe if you're terrible, I can buy myself an extra couple years to develop somebody else with the quickness.
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence, by the way, has been regressing.
After
He
got
actually
that
had
check.
he got that check and regressed. He did have his first good game. I think his first game that he went over 300 yards last week and a couple touchdown passes. But, I mean, that was the first game that he was absolutely even decent in. And then also, why is it that teams go out there and give guaranteed bucks to people who are obviously bad people like Deshaun Watson? I mean, I don't know if you know this. When you pay off like 22 women for sexual misconduct,
You need to be sat on the bench.
you might not want to give that guy $230 million guaranteed, especially if you're the Browns organizations that have had over 20 quarterbacks since '99, like 34 quarterbacks. I think something insane.
It's a lot of discretionary income that he has at his disposal.
Yeah, too bad he's sending all that damn money to all his victims. I mean, I'm glad he's doing that. That's good. Tony Busby's on this. But what I'm saying is, it's a good thing he got a fat check. And by the way, it's a good thing that he has a fat check because his girlfriend would have left him a long time ago. Like, there's one thing, slipping up and falling, you know. I mean, to be honest with you, every man's going to slip and fall. We're not perfect. And our weakness is one thing. Our kryptonite, you know what that is. Superman couldn't even say no. Superman couldn't get up off the ground because of kryptonite. You think we can say no when kryptonite's right there in our face?
And some white boots.
Man, I know I can't, but I'm going to try. I can sometimes. Oh, my God, I hope Chas is listening. This is a joke, Chas, if you're listening.
He's an entertainer.
I mean, that's right. I'm an entertainer.
He's an entertainer.
I forget that sometimes that she listens to this damn show. Like, I don't really talk about stuff that's too serious. But that is something that's crazy. Now, we got to also do a little baby look ahead of the games that we have that I'm interested in the National Football League. Again, tons of quarterbacks have been bitched. Starting things are different. And it starts tomorrow night. You got the Texans and the Jets. Am I missing something? The Jets are favored tomorrow.
They almost should be.
For what? They have beaten the Titans and the Patriots, and that's it, bro.
I know, but Stephon Diggs going down, and he's not worth. I mean, he's probably only worth a point or two. I get that,
dude. Okay. No. Let me tell you something. Diggs, he did this to himself by sleeping with Offset's
Come on, John.
girlfriend, Cardi B. Again,
Look at that karma coming back.
Karma is a woman you don't want to mess with because she'll come back and slap you across your damn face.
And in case you're wondering, me and John cracked that code a couple of weeks ago. John knew about the Stephon Diggs portion. I knew about the Cardi B portion. Put it together, we're two great investigators.
Mm-hmm. And poor Offset.
I
bet he's upset.
No, I bet he's happy now that he broke his leg being off up in his pregnant girl. He's like, ha ha, karma. Yeah.
Again, that's a karma is a woman you don't want to mess with. Now, the Texans only beat the Colts last week 23-20. Everything's been kind of tight with them lately. But we talk about Diggs not being able to play. They still got Joe Mixon to run the damn football. You know that, right?
Yeah, and Nico out.
They still got Dalton Schultz, one of the better tight ends. They still have Tank Dell. They still have John Mechie.
And on the defensive end, they still have Will Anderson. Great middle line. I love me some Will Anderson.
Will Anderson. He recovered a fumble in that Colts game, by the way.
He's coming along. Yeah,
wasn't he the defensive rookie of the year last year?
Was. Yes, he was. Hey, the Titans had the defensive and offensive rookie of the year.
The Texans.
What I say, Titans?
Yeah.
Titans hadn't had that in ages,
Titans
right?
Ain't had jack.
The Texans had both last year.
I think the best memory we have last time is Kevin Dyson coming up the damn yard short.
Oh, man.
In the Super Bowl against, guess who? Kurt Warner's Rams team. Damn. Look at that whole full circle.
You're just bringing it all together.
Life is like a circle. It is a circle. What do? Wax on, wax off. Damn it, I've been talking about quarterbacks. I've been talking about this, but I'm also doing a little bitty look ahead before we get over to Hardenwood. The Texans-Jets line has me absolutely confused. I know Darian says it should be. The Jets are terrible.
And they got Hassan Reddick back, if that makes a difference.
Dude, Reddick's back, yes. He's one defensive player. Their secondary is decimated. And again, Aaron Rodgers looks more like, right now, Bryce Young. They've lost 5 games in a row. They got beat by the Patriots, Steelers, Bills, Vikings, Broncos. Again, Bo Nix beat them. They only scored 9 points against the Broncos.
I know.
17 points against the Vikings, 20 against the Bills, 15 against the Steelers, and 22 last week against the Patriots. This is not a team that is running a good offense, period. They're just not. Yeah, you got Garrett. Yeah, you got Devontae. Yeah, you got Aaron Rodgers. You got Breece Hall. You also got the beast out of Wisconsin, Braylon Edwards. And you still can't get anything done. So I think that game is absolutely crazy. A couple other ones that I'm looking forward to, and lines are a little bit off and a little interesting, at least to me, is, did you see the Chargers are only a 2-point favorite over the Browns? I know Jameis Winston is starting. I know they won and beat the Ravens last week. And the Browns, they look pretty decent, but they got rid of, I don't know if you remember this. Amari Cooper, you know where he at?
Yep, in
Buffalo.
Northern New
Buffalo,
York.
baby. By the way, pick up Keon Coleman. Now that you got Amari up there, it's going to open up more and more for Mr. Keon Coleman. And Shakur's been playing great. You got the Atlanta Falcons. How are they only a 2.5-point favorite of those crummy Cowboys?
It's a dome game. Cowboys play well in away dome games.
52.5 is the total, too. I'm just rooting for Kirk Cousins.
I'm rooting for him big time.
You can't help it. I mean, you like that? You like that?
Yes, yes.
One of the easier games of the week, which I don't understand, is how I can take the Bills -6, less than a touchdown against the terrible Dolphins. And I know Tua's back, and he looked okay. He had 3 fumbles that he didn't lose in the first game that he was back. He ran the ball still 3 times and got hit pretty hard. He did not have a concussion. But Buffalo owns the Dolphins. Owns them. Josh Allen owns the fish. It's a crazy looking line right there. And then we've seen the New York Giants, haven't we? I know the Commanders won on a Hail Mary, and the Bears have been playing good, and the Bears should be 5-2 and everything. But, man, this Commanders team is just different. Their new head coach, unbelievable defensive coordinator. Their quarterback, right now looking like Rookie of the Year. Hell, dude's got to be up there MVP discussion. Jaden Daniels has been awesome. Terry McLaurin's catching balls all over the damn yard. Giants are pathetic because Daniel Jones is not any good. That defense is not any good. I love the Commanders as a favorite. And then you want to talk about the Trash Bowl. Did you see the Saints are playing the Panthers?
Trash Bowl.
If the Saints lose to Carolina, they might end up going in. I mean, I've never seen a team start off, scored 47 the first time they played the Panthers, dropped the Cowboys 44-19 in their house, and then
toilet bowl since then.
Have lost 6 straight games. Listen to, they scored only 12 points against the damn Eagles. They scored only 13 against the Chiefs, 10 against the Broncos, and they only scored 8 against the Chargers. The Saints are pathetic. Carolina is too. Who in the hell's going to watch that game? Well, if you bet on it, you will, but I couldn't lay 7 against the Saints, even against the Titans, man.
No. I actually thought the Trash Bowl was in Tennessee this week with the Patriots and the Titans.
Yeah, it's another trash bowl. That is another trash bowl. And then we got a couple things that are annoying. Man, we got the Colts and the Vikings for Sunday Night Football. I know Joe Flacco's going to start, but damn, it's still the Colts.
I guess they were hoping for Richardson, I guess.
Man, I guess they thought AR was going to be something.
He sucks, man. I'm so out on him, man. I am out on him.
Remember, Brock Purdy, over 33 starts in college. The guys who start over 33 games in college football come in there and prepared. My man, Anthony Richardson, really didn't have a chance. He had 14 starts in college football. It ain't like the dude's played a whole lot of actually high-level football. Does he have a whole lot of talent? Yeah, this is a guy that you definitely need to have sit behind somebody for 3 years and learn the game and practice and learn it from a veteran, because he can't read a defense, and you can't always depend on your physical skills. You have to be able to get the game done through the pocket. Ask Lamar, and he's been doing that. We're late for a break. I'm going to take a quick timeout. We go on the other side, got a little hardwood where it feels so dead-gum good. We're also going to give some bets at the end of the show. And I did also want to remind you for one last time, because I know a lot of people are headed to lunch and doing all kinds of crazy, nice little things. Tonight for dinner, though, take you, your friends, and your family to the commissary from 6 to 9. There's going to be a barbecue buffet. There's going to be music, live music from Jerry Finney. Again, it's all for Gates Mims. High school senior at Houston High School, long snapper last year on the state championship team. My man's got a great attitude, but he's fighting his tail off. And on November 15th, him and his sister, a little bone marrow transplant. We want all things to go good for him, his family, his loved ones. So go out there and attend the commissary. 25% of the revenue is going to benefit my man Gates Mims and his family. Go check it out. That's happening today, October 30th. We got to take time out. Wood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Is your house slash your office building? Impossible! Not call Wilson's Pro Wash. Your house, fence, driveway, warehouse, store, hotel, even cars and trucks can all be squeaky clean and beautiful after pressure washing by Wilson's Pro Wash. Wilson's specializes in cleaning all hard surfaces, concrete, stone, brick, and mortar, even wood and vinyl siding. Then Wilson's can seal their surfaces so they stay looking brand new. Call Wilson's Pro Wash, 901-524-6799, or online at wilsonsprowash.com.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Case IH is a proud supporter of the Mississippi Farm Bureau. And thanks to a membership benefits partnership, Mississippi Farm Bureau members receive a discount of up to $500 on every qualifying Case IH tractor and piece of equipment you purchase. This discount may be used with other promotions, rebates, or offers. So join Mid-South Ag Equipment and the Mississippi Farm Bureau and pocket up to $500 in savings. Call Mid-South Ag at 662-890-3141 to get your discount today.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a hump day here in the Mid-South. I love hump day. But, man, what's your favorite day of the week?
I work
Friday,
all 7
Saturday,
of
and
them, man.
Sunday.
So I dislike all of them at this moment.
I like, man, you know, the thing is I know people think I'm an absolute wild man. And again, I do go on some bad benders. Like, I'll go off the rails for a couple weeks here and there. But on a typical week, do you know what days I don't drink?
Days that end in
Nope.
T.
Nope. I don't actually drink on Sunday because I don't want to come in for a Monday with a bad hangover. Now, sometimes I fail. My plan every week is to not drink Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That way I can get just Thursday is late as night, and the feeling's right.
Singing Johnny.
Thursday, you got to get your drink on. Friday is Friday. You got to get your drink on. And then Saturday, you're watching football all day long, all day strong, maybe in the Grove, maybe in Knoxville, maybe in T-Town. But you drinking. And those are my favorite days. Now, I'm going to have some beverages tonight at the Grizzlies game. Do you know why? Never turn down anything that's free.
Never.
That has alcohol in it. But only one thing is I do say no to a lot of stuff. Like they had some Hunch Punch. You know what that is in Oxford?
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. That's college. That's college deal.
I'm old, man.
Yes, Hunch Punch and the I forget the other one. It's two. A Blue Beast.
All I'm gonna tell you right now, all I do is drink Tito's.
Yeah, don't do it. It ain't worth it.
And the reason I drink Tito's is because it's the number one spirit in the world. It's a 4-time gold medal winner of the Vodka Tonic of the Year. It's also American vodka. It ain't Russian vodka. It ain't no commie vodka. It's not made from potatoes. It's made from corn, making it naturally gluten-free. Tito Beverage, he came up with the recipe. He taste tested, shared with a few friends, taste tested again until he found the perfect recipe. It's all corn. It's 6 times distilled before they still it in small batches in these classic copper pots. That's why it's got such a unique flavor. Slightly sweet, black pepper note, balances everything out. You can be crafting a cocktail or you can be drinking it neat. Whatever you do, make sure you get your Tito's on the days that you like to drink Tito's. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get my Tito's on today because, again, I'm not going to get Buck. That's tomorrow. I'm going to go see the Nets. I'm going to have a little bit of fun. And watch the Grizzlies because they're back at the grindhouse tonight after that terrible loss against the Bulls. I think they get right. Plus, we will see a little Ja. Right?
We all hope.
He better be. He better be. I will tell you, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Time to go to Hardenwood.
This is Access Hardenwood.
We talked about Bill Belichick a little bit today, and we talked about how the Patriots and all this kind of stuff. So we talked a little football, and we talked also about, Bill Belichick. Right now he's with 24-year-old cheerleader for the Patriots, Jordan Hudson. Do you think he retired because he's not supposed to commingle? Because you're not. If you're a cheerleader, you're not supposed to fraternize with the football players or the coaching staff.
Didn't know that was an actual rule. I thought that's where most of them meet their wives and husbands.
Yeah, but then they retire when it becomes public. But you got to remember when his last year. So here's me doing my Perry Mason, my Stoney MacGyver, my Matlock. I'm putting it on because I saw this. Do you know that Bill Belichick, he dated Linda Holiday for over a decade? Like, she's a very, very pretty lady, sweet. She's a little bit older. She ain't 24 is what I'm saying. I mean, Bill is what? How old is Bill? 60-something?
A lot, yeah.
He's a lot. She's a little. They dated for like over a decade. 2 years ago, he broke up with her.
2 holidays ago.
2 holidays ago, he broke up with her. You know that it was because he started dating that 24-year-old when he was, coaching. And you saw his coaching job in his last season. You could tell he was definitely lacking focus. His focus was somewhere else. During the game, he's checking out the cheerleaders instead of paying attention to what the hell's going on in the field. I get it, Bill. I get it. But, dude, Linda, she is the girl I was telling you that she dated him forever. Man. She went out there and put on, the Kill Bill costume. The Uma Thurman and Kill Bill.
Okay.
She dressed up as Kill Bill in that bright yellow getup.
And he should have been David Carradine.
She had a fake samurai sword with her and basically went on her little IG and did a little slicing up. And it looked like she was slicing up like Lorena Bobbitt sliced up John Bobbitt. And I'm pretty sure that was directed at Bill. So, Bill.
Watch yourself.
Be careful. And by the way, I got to say, man, this is the bad thing for young women, I just realized. Think about this. Like, if you were a young girl back in the day and you were kind of, let's just be real, gold digger, and you were dating, an older dude because of his money and his clout.
Sugar baby.
You didn't have to do anything because back then, probably at like 65, 70 years old, it might not work. Now they got Viagra, Sparks, give me some
Punch
more.
Punch.
Punch Punch. Ooh, that's a great pill. We should get like whatever they make that John out of. We should do it. I actually saw a very weird thing. I saw one day a doctor on, he was on the TikTok, and it was kind of funny and it was comical because they put it out because did you know that Viagra was originally for blood pressure?
I can understand
and
it
they
though.
started giving it to all these people, and the thing is they started noticing that their blood pressure went down, but everything else went up. Because you know why? That blood that was like pressing through your veins is pressing somewhere else.
It gotta go somewhere, right?
Yeah, it had to go somewhere. I guess that's how it worked. But yeah, Bill Belichick doing his best to be crazy. And then I just wanted to ask Bill. So Bill dates this woman for over a decade. Did you notice he didn't marry her?
Oh yeah, Bill. He's probably not that guy.
Bill ain't a marrying type because Bill is like not stupid. Shohei Ohtani though might be the dumbest guy on planet Earth.
Why?
He got married this year. Do you realize he is the greatest baseball player on planet Earth right now?
Maybe he doesn't realize it though.
Do you realize he has $1 billion freaking dollars, okay? And do you know that every single girl, especially over in Japan, I watch some of the fandom on the X. These girls are going banana sandwiches.
Is he their Derek Jeter?
He's more than just there. Yeah, he's their Derek Jeter.
Yeah,
but he's even more.
You see, from the looks and all that. Yeah,
he's got the hair. He's tall. He's good. You know what I'm saying? He's young. He's super buku rich. And right after he signs, literally not even a few months after he signs his $700 million deal, he's like, you know what?
Time to settle down.
One's good enough for me. I don't know if you know this, man. Like, am I crazy or is like, I don't know if there's anything better than the world. Like, I love.
Love.
I love love. I love love. But I love strange more than you can imagine.
So that makes two of your famous people. You're out on Cameron Brink too, right? Because she's tying the knot.
Man, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a woman though. Like, you know,
Okay.
I hate to say this, and this is going to be very, like, again, I'm the number one person for women. But did you see what Bill did to Miss Holiday, Linda Holiday?
Yep.
How many dirty old men out there get old, and then what do? They think she's like Dillard. You can take that sucker back. Or no, is it Sam's Club that you can take something back? Man, no, it ain't a Sam's Club. You can't
But
train
even
her
Sam's Club changed their rules.
use her for 22 years and then take her back and get you a brand new one. So, like, I get why she getting married, because at least you want to enjoy the first 22 years, maybe.
The limit now at Sam's Club is 2 years. They got hip, John.
Oh, they finally came to, because I saw where, like, somebody brought something back and it was like 30 years
Only
old.
if it's grandfathered in. And the only reason I know this is because I've had a million jobs in this city and I used to work there. Took a TV back. I was one of the last people to take advantage of that rule. But if you bought the TV many moons ago or whatnot, the electronic rather, you can take it back. But other than that, it's a 2-year rule now.
Damn,
They got smart just like Love, man. Love gets smart. Sam's Club gets smart.
What's Love's do? You mean Love?
Yeah, Love. Yeah,
Oh,
Love.
I thought you were talking about that Love's.
No,
like
no,
it's a
Love
gas
gets smart.
station for truckers.
The Love that's in the air.
By the way, is that basically like if you're a truck driver, you can go into maybe a Buc-ee's or a different one, but if you go into Love's, is that like guaranteed that we are going to have lot lizards on like standby?
Yes, and you won't have lot lizards at Buc-ee's because they don't deal with truck drivers. No
Oh,
truck
it's just for
parking
normal
at Buc-ee's. It's just for vehicles.
Damn, that's a lot of pumps for just vehicles.
Hundreds of pumps, and they're bringing it closer to you. Did you hear the news yesterday? Buc-ee's is coming to West Memphis, brother.
Man, I don't know if you know this.
That makes you happy?
I don't do a lot over in West Memphis.
I don't do a lot over in West Memphis.
I
either.
used to do a lot of gambling back in the day before
before
the
before it came.
invention
Yeah,
of BetMGM.
but just in case, people love it just to go and be amused. So Buc-ee's coming a little bit closer to us in the 901, right across the bridge.
Last night, if you were watching the baseball game, the World Series, what was it, the first inning? Is that the first inning when the craziest fan interference I've ever seen in my entire life happened?
Yep.
Mookie Betts goes up in there to catch a foul ball. He goes in there, he catches it. Two fans grab him. One yanks up and open the glove. The other reaches in and rips the ball out.
It was premeditated, John. They talked about it. Those two guys, they're buddies, they're friends, and they've always said they were going to play D if they got an opportunity.
And his name is Austin Capobianco and John Peter. John Peter, you can't give a dude John Peter his name. 2 first names, John Peter. And plus it sounds just like, I don't know, John Peter. I don't like it.
He went to private school, that's all.
Well,
John Peter.
guess who's best friends with those boys?
Uh-oh, somebody knows them? Well, they had great seats, so they got to have some scratch. So.
Not only knows them, but played college football. You know, they went to school together. Remember who Gronk played for? He was a Arizona Wildcat. He went out there when both of those guys were out there, and they became really, really good buddies. And Gronk last night, of course, went out there and was like, dude, those are my buddies.
That did not shock me.
Gronk said he's all in for his team. He's all in for the Yankees. And listen, I'm sure like the fans were probably, appreciative of it. I can't believe they didn't call the fan interference right there, then and there. But did you notice they got kicked out about, 4 minutes later?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Those are front row seats right there, probably costing you like maybe what, $1,500?
No, that's more than that.
Maybe.
Ooh,
maybe.
$1,500? Oh, that's light.
Like a lot more?
Yeah, that's light.
Anyway, like what $1,500 for like a ticket would mean to me. I'm going to tell you right now, my butt's going to stay in the seat the whole damn time.
So those guys were season ticket holders, and allegedly they're being stripped.
Yeah, they're being stripped of it.
Of their season tickets. But I've always wondered, how does that go? What if you go into a different entrance or something and buy another ticket? They can't ban you. It's like 50,000 people at a game. How can they ban you? They don't check ID. I would just go in another entrance. Put the little, nose on, the mustache. Kind of like Valentine did for the Mets back in the day when he came back to the dugout, You ain't keeping me out, John. I'm going to wear one of those today and walk past you on the hard court on the floor today. I'm going to have my little nose on. Little disguise.
I think you could definitely get away with it. I mean, do y'all remember who's Harry Crumb?
Oh, yeah.
The master of disguise? That was John Candy back in the day. My favorite scene is, remember the mud bath? And he had the wig on his head, and he leans over, and it falls on there, right there. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did pick it up, he put it on his beard. It was one of the great, like, if you haven't seen Who's Harry Crumb, like, that is hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Damn, that was funny.
John Candy reference. Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Now, did I tell you Nikola Jokic is going bananas?
Banana sandwiches.
Now, the whole team ain't playing all that great. But he's the first player with multiple triple-doubles and multiple 40-point games within the first 4 games of the season in NBA history. The Joker's still the best basketball player on planet Earth.
I like him, yes.
Who do you think's the best basketball player right this second on planet Earth? Is it the Joker?
No. In all honesty, individual, I'm taking Giannis. Like, we're just straight up basketball player. I'm taking Giannis.
One title.
I'm taking Giannis.
I can't hit a free throw.
Correct.
Still can't shoot from outside worth a jack.
All right, man.
Dude, he can run, he can jump. He ain't dropping down 16 assists, 30 points, and 15 rebounds.
I tried not to say LeBron, man.
Man, you don't, because LeBron couldn't even score 15 points the other night. What are you talking about? Why would you say LeBron James? Oh, I want a 40-year-old washed-up old man who can't even score 15 points. Only got 11. My boy would have hit his parlay so big we'd be dancing naked in the street. He'd be buying
Bob.
me drinks.
Shout out, Bob.
Shout out, Bob. And it's not battery-operated boyfriend. It's a real guy named Bob. Because I always say something like smart, like, hey, have fun tonight, just don't run into Bob. You know what I'm saying?
They think it means otherwise.
Well, we got to take a quick time out because you know what? We got to place a little wager. I'm going to be at the Grizzlies game, so we're going to bet on that game. And also tonight we have a little football and the World Series. Who we betting on? Find out on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Top Gun is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, but size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience and classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Plus, Top Gun is affordable. Gold membership is just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for unlimited range time. Free gun rentals with purchase of ammo and members lounge access. Top Gun, 2770 Whitten Road in
do another Halloween spot for Central Barbecue.
But it's October. Doing a Halloween spot for Central Barbecue's a tradition.
But it doesn't make it a good thing.
Nothing else happens in October.
Baseball?
Not if you're a Cardinals fan. What else you got?
National Candy Corn Day.
No Central Barbecue connection.
Fair point. How about Make a Difference Day?
That's to encourage people to do something constructive for the world.
And going to Central Barbecue isn't?
I'm telling you, it's got to be Halloween.
There's no other choice, I guess.
Hey, Zeke.
Yeah.
This year, give the kiddies ribs on Halloween. They love that.
Seriously, next year, something new.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a Mother Pheasant Plucker, I pluck Mother Pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call 5 Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. 5 Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5 Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Boy, I'm struggling today, if you can't tell.
It's almost over, John.
And I'm just telling you, I'm still going to that game.
John, I was just thinking about that during break. You have yet to say we. We are going to the game. We may not be going together, but we are going to the game.
Oh, that's right. We are going
to
the game.
Inclusive, man.
I'm all about
Won't
inclusivity.
leave me outside
Except for
the
I don't
door.
like tease, bro. I ain't participating in your mental lunacy, okay? I like everybody but tease. Damn liars.
And Hunch Punch. We found that out.
I just don't drink that, man. It's gross. But you
It
know what
is.
I do?
It's
I like
teenage.
to gamble. Didn't have a really good day yesterday. Just a matter of fact, it's not called winning. It's called gambling. But I'm back on the horse. And how can I not rock with the Grizzlies? Desmond Bane's insane, man.
I was about to give you a couple of reasons why not. Did you see us play Monday night?
Yeah, but that's what I'm calling. This is called the bounce back.
Okay, good. Give me something to bounce back with because I'm riding with them, man.
Nobody wants to, not be happy on October 31st on Halloween Day. They got to play the Bucks that night as well. But when you wake up, you want to be in a good mood, man. You want to have a little candy. You want to think about all the things you're going to dress up with and the parties you're going to. So they taking care of business tonight. And let's be real. Brooklyn's not any good. Do you think they're a talented basketball
No, of
team?
course not. They are definitely in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, good sir.
How good is that kid?
Very. I'd say he has the most hype since Zion.
I watched Zion last night.
I like Zion with the beard, though. That means he's growing up to me.
I watched Zion and the Pelicans get outshot by a Steph Curry-less Golden State Warriors team.
But they're young.
Buddy Hield scored 19 points in the fourth quarter last night. They couldn't miss a three. It was crazy, man. They couldn't hit a three in the first quarter. They only scored 14 points in the first quarter and then went on to score 220 some odd points for the game.
I like seeing Draymond out there struggling. He's the old man now, so he's slow of foot. He can't move. Those young guys are running up and down the court. This is the team James Wiseman should have been on, not the championship team.
Man, things ain't been going very well for James.
I know, man. He's out for the season. You see that?
Man.
Torn ACL.
Damn. Poor guy. But tonight we are going to make that money because guess what? Game 5 in the Bronx, I'm rocking with the Yankees. Volpe had a grand slam. Torres is hitting. Aaron Judge got even a damn hit. Wells hit a home run. This team just feels a little bit different today, and they should be 2 games apiece because Aaron Boone screwed up. But I'm going to tell you, Garrett Cole's pitching more than 88 pitches today.
He better.
And the Dodgers are going to be handing the ball to Jack Flaherty, who did throw 5 1/3 innings against the Yankees. He allowed only 2 earned runs, and he did strike out 6. But this is a different hitting Yankees team. I think they scored 11 runs yesterday. They went ham. Extra base hits. They're going to be balling. Short ballpark. Homers, homers, homers. And the home team, we're taking the Yankees. We're laying the 150. We're taking the Grizzlies. Now, here's how I would take the Grizzlies, okay? I'm not betting on it in the first, before the game. You ever watch an NBA basketball game live and watch the live bet and how much it changes?
Oh, yes. That's a cheat code.
It is a cheat code.
Okay, good. I didn't know. Good. It's actually a cheat code.
I never bet on the NBA an over and under or a side
until you see how it's going.
Until I see how it's going, and I have an idea of what I want. And then when it gets to that number, like when that Grizzlies totaled, when they're favored by maybe 4 points in the game, because it will happen in the first half, that's when you pound that junt. And I think Ja's going to throw it down. I think it's going to be a great game by Desmond Bain, man. He's insane. I'm hoping that they can get Zach Edey a little bit of work and keep him on the court, and he actually does something.
More huff.
Man, yeah, more huff. Huff.
Less smart. Let's get less smart and more huff.
How about do me a favor? Don't go, what was it, 0 for 11?
And 0 for 8 from 3, yeah.
Bro, if you missed 7 in a row, why are you taking the 8th?
Because he thinks he's a wily vet on the team.
He's definitely wily, and he's definitely old, and he definitely don't fit in right now.
Does he finish this? Do you think he finishes the season with us, or is he a trade piece?
I'll tell you one thing: he ain't helping the Grizzlies. If they did want to trade him right now, he's looking cheaper and cheaper and cheaper by the minute.
Send him to Utah. That's what you do. Send him to the abyss.
Did you see my homie who broke his leg?
Oh man! Speaking of Utah,
that hurt.
Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all he was doing, he was just trotting down. I mean, that. You talk about no contact. He was just trotting down the court. He gets to the his own basket. Looks like he was about to pivot or something, and goes.
Bring up the music, baby. Let's drop this joint. Because you know what it is? It's time for me to get ready to party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star, and gamble like Brandon Lang or Lee Sterling. Hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Go Yankees, go Grizz. Do some good stuff. And again, don't forget, tonight, over at the commissary, where the barbecue's so good you'll slap your mama, as the saying goes. But don't you ever do that. My boy Gates Mims. My man's fighting his tail off. His family's been dealt a very, very tough deck of cards. They're still positive. He's fighting. He's going to kick cancer's ass. But go out there and support him and his family today from 6 to 9 for a barbecue buffet for $20 a person, $10 for kids and under. It is Gator Day at the Commissary Barbecue. For everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Don't forget Halloween's tomorrow, so everybody dress up. For Darian Newsom, I'm John Harden. Y'all get out there and make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Spencer here with ATC Fitness. There's no better time of the year than now. Football and fitness go hand in hand in the fall, and with individual